Hello and welcome. The time is finally here to compete for the 2020 Momma Cup, the holy grail of fantasy football trophies. And folks, let me tell you, a beer, it would just taste different coming from that Momma Cup. Adam has got it safely tucked away at his house, I'm sure. I couldn't walk in there and just steal it from him. But, oh, wait. Maybe I did. And maybe this beer would taste a whole lot sweeter coming from that Momma cup. Folks, you might not recognize it, but the Momma cup got a little bit of a facelift. And isn't she beautiful? Ain't she pretty? We've got Sinovic finally got his name on the trophy. And let's just see if that beer tastes a little sweeter out of this cup. Oh, that's a little foamy, but I'm sure it just tastes quintessentially different. Oh yeah, that does. That's some good beer right out of there. So Adam, you can have the cup back on Sunday, but I'm just going to drink out of it until then. Hitting different. So next time you have it, Adam, when I give it back to you, make sure you're really holding on to this thing because the beer does taste sweet out of it. Last year we saw a newcomer take the trophy, and this year we welcome a newcomer, old T-Bone Perry, who put a ring on it and finally got invited to the Fantasy Football League. The stakes are high this year, as always. But with Trent joining, there's extra money in the pot. There's more money to be won. And this year, what will be different is we're going to have a dummy team. No, I'm not talking about Chris's 3-6 team from last year. I'm talking about a dummy team where they're going to score 0 points every week. I go back, I tally up everybody's scores, find the average, and then that will be the score for the dummy team. So basically, to beat the dummy team this year, you're going to have to score higher than the league average. So that's no tall task. So theoretically, this dummy team should be around 500, which is a good team. So it's going to be tough to beat the dummy team, and it will be no bye week, as opposed to when you play Chris, and it is a little bit of a bye week. But this year, we're going to have people playing from coast to coast. I'll be taking my lack of fantasy football talents out to California. We're going to have people in Washington State. Leon's going to be up there. All of you in Kansas City. Alex in Des Moines. Mike D over on the East Coast in Washington, D.C. And just as I'm saying this, I'm realizing I'm going to have to be up early to set my rosters on the West Coast. So, Leon, if you have any tips on watching football on the West Coast, I will gladly take them. That's good. The league has changed a lot over the past 7 years. Yes, this is the 7th year of the Momma Cup. And we used to have to worry, because things have changed. We used to have to worry about Danny blacking out at Kelly's and forgetting to set his lineup. But now we worry about him attending to his new baby and being up at 4 a.m. on Tuesdays, just searching that waiver wire. So that could be an elite new skill of Danny's. The league has been around long enough to see Alex, Danny, and then soon David get married, soon Trent get married. It's about to welcome 3 babies this season. Yep, folks, count them. 3 babies are coming this season that we know of. No one else out there, right? So 3 babies coming this season. Lots of change. That's definitely coming. We've seen Andy go from freshman in college to homeowner. We've seen Matt Beck go from acting like a freshman in college for the last 7 years to a homeowner. So lots has definitely changed, but lots has also stayed the same. I don't think Tony's ever played a year in the league without a kid in diapers. The tradition continues this year. Tim Ritt's boy has been in the championship every single year. And how could we forget? I have never made the fucking playoffs in 6 fucking years. The odds of doing that I calculated them last year. It was like 98% chance that I would have at least made the playoffs once. Haven't done it. I'm that fucking bad. I digress. So as things change, things stay the same. I'm happy to be your commissioner for another year, and if you'd have me, many more years. The buy-in this year is $25. $10 Venmo me for food at Tony's house for the draft on Sunday, if you can be there. Without further ado, I will now be announcing the draft order. So, here we go. We've got this beautiful Chiefs helmet autographed by Herm Edwards. And we're going to determine the draft order. So picking first is going to be... I picked up the same one. That is Matt Beck. You are on the clock officially, Beck. Picking second, we've got Leon. Leon, number 2. Next up with the number 3 pick, Old T-Bone on the 3 spot. Following that at the 4 spot, me, Kevin, your commish. Oh, that's a prime position. At the 5 spot, looks like we've got our returning champ, Adam Sanovic. At the 6 spot, looks like we've got Tony picking at 6. 7 spot, David Ritz, 7. 8 spot, Danny Ritz, picking 8. 9 spot, Benny Ritz. 10 spot, the Cabana Boy, Chris Cesena. 11 spot, Alex. 12 spot, Mike D. Team Deerington 14. Change your team name, Mike. What fucking pick are we on? All right, after Mike, Andy. Andy at 13. Here comes your 14 pick, Jack Ritz. And last but not least, 15, Aaron, dude. All right, there's the order. See you guys on Sunday.